4:45, we did it. We made it to Friday, and the weather not looking bad at all as we get you ready for the weekend. It is another chilly start. In fact, you probably need a jacket. We've got 30s, 40s, and 50s. The 30s are going to be closer to the Pearl River Basin, where you have Slidell and Bogalusa checking in the 30s, maybe even some frost in those spots. But you get into the 40s out towards Mandeville, Madisonville, Hammond, and you got 40s down in the Bayou parishes. And then we're in the 50s from the lakefront, New Orleans, to 50 down in Kenner. So certainly chilly, but it is November after it all. Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to step it up to the 70s. First time in several days that we're going to be back in the 70s. Should be nice. The breeze not too strong, anywhere out of the east-northeast at 5 to about 10 miles per hour. And if you're going to be out this evening, looks like another nice one. We'll drop back down into the 60s, eventually bottoming out in the 40s north of the lake and 50s on the South Shore by tomorrow morning. Now, we've been watching the smoke from wildfires, and you can see a live view here. Nothing dramatic, but if you look close enough, see this little haze, or there's a slight film right over parts of the city that may be some smoke trapped and what we call an inversion. So a lot of times what happens in the morning hours is anything near the surface gets trapped down here and the concentration can be higher. Now, looking at the latest data here, our satellites are not being overly aggressive with the smoke like what we saw yesterday morning. Now, with that being said, I'm not down here on the West Bank. I'm not out in St. Bernard, so I can't verify that completely. We do have our Leah McNeil heading that way to see if she smells or sees smoke. Of course, if you live out here, let us know if you are getting smoke, especially in and around St. Bernard and maybe parts of the West Bank. Now, we do have other fires, some down in the Bayou parishes. Satellites want to show that there's a fire somewhere near Laplace. Once again, it's impossible for me to verify these without your confirmation. So let us know if you are seeing smoke and let us know your location as well. So as we go through today, winds will generally be out of the east-northeast. So if you live downwind of any of these fires, you could potentially smell that smoke or even see the smoke. Once again, you can report that to the 529-4444. Text your location and exactly if you're smelling it or if you are seeing it and how thick it is. One thing that would help is rain. It looks like rain's going to be possible down in the Gulf today. That's the extent of it. This afternoon, notice some healthy showers down in the open waters, but we really never see any of that make its way inland. And the next 7 days, at least the next 6 days, do look mostly dry. I threw in a 20% chance next Thursday, but it doesn't look like much as our drought continues. I mean, we are nearly 30 inches below average with rain. We need rain so desperately. Central America is about to get some rain from this tropical feature. It's probably not going to develop, but it is down there. It's still hurricane season after all. There's the 7-day for you. The gradual warm-up continues. A beautiful weekend with cool mornings. The afternoons will be in the upper 70s with sunshine. And then next week, we'll watch those 80s return with our next cold front coming in about a week from today.